Hey everyone, welcome to the weekly vlog. It's Susan Pierce Thompson, and this week I want to address a question from someone named Lorna. Hi Lorna. She writes in, something I'm hearing more and more from old-time Brightline eaters is that they just want to be normal. A part of my answer to that, when it's said to me, is that the normal that they're talking about got them sick and fat. For those of us who are food addicts, I believe that we need to let go of the idea of returning to normal and accept that our lives are maybe different from the norm, but that over time we can be comfortable with a new normal that supports not only our health, but freedom from our obsession with food and weight issues. Would your weekly vlog be an appropriate place to address the notion of wanting to be normal? I would love to hear your thoughts on this and any tips that you might have on how we can embrace a new normal. Very cool blog topic, Lorna. Thank you. So here are my thoughts. I do think that some people are normal around food. I'm not one of them, but I have a really good friend who is. Actually, I have three good friends who are completely, in my opinion, normal about food. Normal meaning they can eat sugar, flour foods, they can have little treats, and it completely doesn't mess them up in the head at all. They don't feel pulled to eat more. As a matter of fact, it seems like the more they eat, the less they want to eat. Like they just eat and then they're like, oh, I don't want any more. And they have completely normal sized bodies and are completely healthy, and they exercise moderately and engage in sports and yoga and activities, without much obsession about how it's affecting their weight, or they seem completely normal to me. Now, I have to say that that's three people out of the, how many thousands of people do I know, right? I mean, I've got well over 1,000 Facebook friends, right? So that's three people I know that I can think of that are really, truly normal around food. So I guess, in my opinion, the majority of people are not able to eat whatever they want, whenever they want, and maintain a healthy, normal body, lifestyle, health. Like it doesn't all come together for them. I know a lot of people who are normal around food in that they eat whatever they want, whenever they want, but they're paying consequences for it, right? They're not completely healthy. And I don't want what they have. I don't want to be back in that place where I'm eating, when I was eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted to, I was gaining weight at a pretty steady clip, and I was pretty miserable. I was very miserable. So I guess what I want to say about this is I love your idea, Lorna, of embracing a new normal. I love that. I think that our society is pretty whacked when it comes to food, right? There's all these frankenfoods, these artificial food-like substances that pass as food, and people are eating them thinking that they're eating food, but the reality is that, that it's just making us sicker as a population, as a society. And so I think that the illusion or delusion that we can slip back into that coma of just eating whatever we want whenever we want to, and that's okay for us, I think that bubble needs to be burst, yeah. And I think that the idea of embracing a new normal is a fabulous idea. Now, for me, I know that I do need to keep in mind my identity as a food addict, for sure. And I know that I'm way happier now abstaining from sugar, flour, eating outside of mealtime, and eating excess quantities. I'm way happier now than I was when I tried to eat normally. But I also know that I had to do a certain amount of grieving. And to me, that's what this question is hiding, is this underlying thing of, I think it's normal to yearn to be normal. For a while. I think that there's a process, like a period of time, that the Brightline eater goes through where it's really normal to think, man, Why couldn't I be one of the lucky ones? Why couldn't I be one of those three people that really do kind of get a free pass on this one? They get to eat whatever they want and live in a right-sized body and be healthy. I'll tell you, those three people, they have other challenges. Food and weight and body image are just, that's not their challenge. They have other struggles, profound struggles. So us, the masses, the majority, who are not able to live in this sick food culture, you know, imbibing and consuming whatever we want, whenever we want, and not pay any consequences for it, you know, us, the majority, yeah, I think that there's a little bit of a grieving process that has to, you know, take place where we realize, man, that sucks. I wish I could be one of those three, but I'm not, and we all have to play the cards that we're dealt. So I personally am happy playing these cards, and mainly because I have a solution. And for me personally, the more research I do, the more convicted I am that the more stringently I stick to my bright lines, the happier I am, without question. Bright line eating for me is the formula for living happy, thin, and free. And maybe the definition of the new normal is happy, thin, and free. And however you get there, right? But isn't that the trifecta? Isn't that what we want? Happy, thin, and free. And for me, bright line eating is what gets me there. So great topic, Lorna. Thank you for that. And if you have a question you would like me to address on the weekly vlog, go ahead and send it in. Susan@brightlineeating.com. I'll see you next week. Happy holidays, everyone. Bye.